good is that?
But I think I was fighting Latifi, and I'm like, what is going on? I am the worst golfer alive. It's actually my escort. Okay, that's as close as I'm going to get to thinking I've made it. Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, that'll do.
That's fine.
Stop
Great
cutting.
Shot. No,
that's
great
horrific.
Shot.
Stop.
Yep, great shot. Matt, I want to take it back to the beginning for a second. What originally kind of got you into Formula One in the first place?
My dad brainwashing me, probably from about 18 months old, probably even earlier than that, I'd imagine. Just plonking me in front of the TV because he loved Formula One so much. Back when it felt like it was a very niche thing to like Formula One. Oh, it's just cars go around in circles.
The Schumacher era?
Yeah. Michael Schumacher was my idol as a kid. I remember doing class presentations when you had to do things like, oh, who's your sporting idol or whatever. It was always Michael Schumacher. So
you were a very nerdy kid, basically.
Yeah, for Formula One, definitely. Not in anything else.
You were known as being mildly obsessed with Ferrari.
Yeah, for sure. It was just that whole allure of Schumacher, Ferrari. It just felt like the untouchable team and something that, yeah, it's just where dreams were made of.
Where do you see the Ferrari team going in the next few years? Obviously, Lewis Hamilton, Charles Leclerc. What's your kind of opinion on that?
It's been too long since they've won. It really has. I think that Ferrari is F1 and F1 is Ferrari. They work hand in hand. If Ferrari was to leave Formula One, they would leave a massive hole. But then you go, come on, guys, you need to win a Drivers' World Championship soon.
Win something.
Yeah, and they've come close, and it's been painful. But 2026 gives me quite a lot of hope, I think, for the new regulations. But then I've had hope for the last however many years in new regulations. But this one is, heavily sort of predicted to be the Mercedes, the Ferraris, the ones that are obviously brilliant engine manufacturers. So I hold out a small glimmer of hope that maybe 26 will be our year, and if not, then we wait for the next one in 2027.
Does Lewis Hamilton still have it? Do you think he can get that 8th?
I think he still has it for sure. We see a different side to Hamilton now, where you have these sort of chinks in his armour. He's a lot more vulnerable in interviews, and you see him say, oh, maybe I can't qualify anymore, and this, that and the other. But we've seen it in the China Sprint this year, we've seen it in multiple times in races. He has still got it. It's just that edge in qualifying is where he's sort of missing out at the moment. Oh no, it's out the bunker.
Yeah,
we're Gucci. That one's not making the cut. It's very similar to my golf shot. Yeah, that's basically in the hole. That might be next to me,
I think it is, Matt.
Oh, of course it's gone straight in the tree when I've hit a good one.
Straight through?
Yeah, perfect.
That's fine, though. Oh, great shot.
Yeah, we'll take those.
Very good.
Oh, it's bobble central.
Oh.
That's bobbled 100 times.
Halfway there.
Go in!
Oh. Ah. You and Tommy have kind of really paved the way for F1 content creation, I think. How did that relationship start?
It started back when, before I joined WTF1. He founded that company from his university bedroom, or the brand, and he essentially, they were looking for someone to front the YouTube channel that didn't exist. And then they did a little bit of research. I played some F1 games, shouted at the camera a little bit.
And posted it?
Yeah,
okay.
and posted it as well.
Okay.
And Tommy knew of me, very lightly, we'd never met. And then essentially put me in a shortlist to be approached to get the job. I didn't know Tommy that well in the first couple of years that we worked together, because we were kind of in different, he was in social, I was in YouTube. But then we did the podcast together from sort of 2019, I think it was. And then we became really good friends. And now we own a brand together. And
then at what point do you guys go, we want to separate ourselves from that brand and create something together as 50-50 partners, if that's what you are?
Yeah, that's exactly what we are. It was very kind of, it was obviously at the end of our time at the previous brand. We recognised that we did a lot of the heavy lifting.
Okay.
And we didn't feel like we were getting rewarded, whether that would be financially or just free time or whatever it might, or just decision making, right? Like, we knew what we wanted to go and do and what we should film and what we should create, and sometimes we would be, given some, there'd be discussions to whether or not that should be the case, and then We're like, well, we kind of know what we're doing at this stage. We kind of chatted and we spoke about how we were both quite dissatisfied, and thought, well, why don't we do something ourselves. And thankfully it's gone all right. So.
It's quite a big leap though, I guess, because you know, especially him, it was quite a successful company, arguably the biggest kind of content page in Formula One. Outside of all the professional professional team accounts, was quite a big leap to kind of go off and do your own thing? And
I was petrifying. It was absolutely petrifying.
We're not getting done by the police here, right?
It's actually my escort.
Yeah, big time now.
It was petrifying, absolutely petrifying, because it was sacking in a salary, a job, when you still have rent to pay and bills to pay. There was no.
I'm distracted. I'm sorry.
I can feel the police presence right now. I really
They're like, is that actually Matt Gallagher?
That's Lucas Stewart. Oh my God, I could be on the next episode of Driver.
That's good promo.
It was a big leap, it was a big jump, and it was scary for sure. But thankfully, the moment we released our news and we did our first ever Twitch stream and YouTube video launch, we had an enormous amount of support. We had 100,000 subscribers
in 24 hours,
in the first day,
insane.
which is. That immediately we just went, okay, maybe we have made the right decision.
Yeah, you wake up to like 300 subscribers and you're going panic starts to set in.
Can I have my job back?
Yeah, exactly.
That could actually be in.
I'll tell you what.
I've absolutely honed it, but that could be in.
What a shot.
Please go in. Oh my God, I didn't know how to hit in me.
I think you're on the green.
No,
not hard enough. Go.
That is absolutely
It's
died.
not the worst, but
No, it's horrific.
You've been working kind of the F1 space for quite a while now, I think it's safe to say. What was your like aha moment, I made it, in your opinion?
I don't really ever see it like that, to be honest with you. I feel utterly grateful that I'm even in this position, just purely from the fact that I never in a million years thought I'd have any access to Formula One drivers, races and things like that. So it's a weird one, right? Because you look at the numbers and you go, oh, that's a success, that's great and whatever. But I don't really ever sit there and go, ha, I can now chill.
No.
And I think that's testament to what me and Tommy do, when the fact that we always turn up, we'll always do an episode, we never slack off, we never take a Friday off or whatever. And it's not a case of maybe making it, but I think if we're talking about P1 in particular, our live shows that we've done was something where, because I love that sort of in-person buzz that you get from doing things like that. And when we did our first ever live show in 2023, I think it was around April time in Leicester Square, we're only about 3 months into launching the brand, and we had 500 people in this Leicester Square theatre just coming out and hearing this barrage of clapping and shit. Like, that was a moment where I went, okay, that's as close as I'm going to get to thinking I've made it.
No way.
Ooh.
Go on then.
Tasty. Tasty!
Oh, stop it. Stop it.
Come on. Right, we're going home.
I remember during COVID watching you do with Charles Leclerc and doing this, because I've watched you for years and thinking this must be like super cool for you. Like, you were like teammates with Charles Leclerc and you were like holding up the car in front for Charles and then you spun out that famous play.
That moment was quite funny, because obviously he said, you're the best teammate, mate. And then he said, Matt Gallagher to Ferrari confirmed. And I spun at the exact moment that he said that. So it looked like I'd bottled it because he'd said that. It wasn't, I just bottled it anyway. But I think I was fighting Latifi, and I'm like, what is going on? I'm fighting Latifi, Charles Leclerc's player.
Did he hit you? He didn't hit you from behind?
No, that was just me, lack of skill.
What shot?
Yes, please, stop cutting.
No, that's fine, that's fine. Okay, Matt, we're going to do some quick fire questions.
Let's do it.
I'm going to ask you the question, first thing that comes to your mind, just blurt it out.
Okay.
Out of all the drivers on the grid, who would you most want to go for a pint with?
Current grid, Charles Leclerc.
Favourite F1 livery of all time?
Ferrari 2004.
What's one rule you'd like changing in Formula One?
Whatever the rule is to make them be able to actually follow each other, for God's sake.
Favourite helmet design?
Michael Schumacher's.
If you weren't doing F1 content, what would you be doing?
I'd probably be working as a teacher.
Sprint races, keep them or scrap them?
Keep them.
Who was your idol growing up?
Michael Schumacher.
Favourite track?
To race on the game or to...
Let's do both.
Okay, race on the game, China. But favourite track to watch, Brazil.
Give me your ultimate F1 dream team.
It's Michael Schumacher, obviously. Ayrton Senna. And then team principal, Ross Brawn.
Will Lewis Hamilton ever get the 8th World Championship?
No.
Ooh, Matthew.
I got to back Charles. He's in the same team.
Give me your Mount Rushmore Formula One, your top 4 drivers of all time.
Okay, Schumacher, Hamilton, Senna. Let's go Fangio, because I was definitely alive then.
Yeah, exactly. I definitely knew what his
Yeah.
was like.
But he did pretty well, considering.
What a shot.
Yes, please.
Get
yes,
left.
please. Have I hit it too hard? Oh my God.
Oh, how good is that?
It's looking pretty good.
Yeah, just a bit too far.
Oh, go!
Oh, Lucas.
I haven't hit it.
didn't hit
I haven't
it.
hit it. I am the worst golfer
par.
alive. But that is...
That's 2 pars in a row.
back-to-back pars. Wow.
Matt, there's a lot of talk right now in the motorsport world around where Max Verstappen will be in 2026. Where do you think he will be and why?
I think he will be at Red Bull. That's my gut instinct. You know, there's been already waves of rumours around him going to Mercedes.
Aston Martin.
You know, Toto's openly flirted with him. Aston Martin, of course, with Adrian Newey there. I don't think it makes any sense for him to jump ship in 26 when he has absolutely no idea who's going to be quickest. Like, you can't just write off Red Bull just because the predictions are that they're not going to be quick. You don't know. They've invested a huge amount of money to do their own powertrain. So I think that. But the thing is, right, it's as much as that logically makes sense, we've seen so much drama in Red Bull that just one wrong step, you know, Helmut Marko leaving, which we know he's very tied to Helmut, that could be a catalyst to change everything. But if it stays stable, I can't see him moving.
Get left.
Yeah, that's on its way. Oh no.
Yeah,
come round.
It's good.
Come round. No, I heard a tree! I heard a tree!
Looked great, though.
Oh, it was a good strike. No.
I guess it's all right.
I don't know if there's trees there or not.
I don't know either. Great shot. Go. At the moment, there's a lot of focus in Formula One, right, in the motorsport world. But as we know, there's several other kind of top race series out there. What do you think these other race series have to do in order to keep up with the popularity of Formula One?
Try not to be Formula One. I think that's the first thing, because you see so many fans that think that I have to watch Formula One or something else. It's not the case. You can and you should appreciate the Indy cars and the Formula E's of this world, because they have something to bring that's different. What I like about FE, for example, that I think they nailed was the qualifying format, for example, where they've had these head-to-head shootouts and made it different and a different spectacle to watch. They have to accept also these other series that they're not going to be as big as Formula One. Formula One will always be the pinnacle unless they come up with some random, amazing, unique selling point that shifts that fan base. No, I've duffed it. It's gone so underneath it. That's crazy from you, Matt.
You can two-putt that.
Yeah, I know, but I should have won. Come on! Go! It's good distance.
You've kind of gotten into some commentary stuff here and there. How are you enjoying that?
I love it. It's cool to do other things.
Yeah.
I've been lucky enough to commentate on a few F2 and F3 races a few years ago.
Yeah, I remember.
On F1 TV as well. That was a dream come true, actually commentating over real life Formula One.
Yeah.
But yeah, the F1 esports as well, as you mentioned sort of before with the virtual GP stuff. I got involved with on the desk as well, and the Sim Racing World Championship I've been involved with since 2017. So it's fun. I like it because that's where it kind of stemmed my love for it, because I wanted to talk about it, and I kind of fell into sort of commentating way back in like 2010 on my old YouTube channel, and it's fun. I like it because I feel as though the amount of passion I have for the sport, I want to speak about it.
in a kind of a dream scenario, is that kind of a dream end goal for you, is to end up as a kind of a broadcaster in and around Formula One, like let's say a consistent Sky Sports Channel 4 broadcaster?
It sounds cliche and a bit cringy, but what I'm doing right now is I would probably say is my end goal, because I own my own brand and company with Tommy, and I have the freedom and the ability to be able to go and do the occasional commentary stuff and whatnot. But shifting over to something full time, I don't think I've escaped that matrix of not having the sort of control myself.
So you're a big Andrew Tate fan?
Now you've definitely put words in my mouth. Oh my God, it went right. Oh, he's done it.
Oh, thank you. Matt, thank you so much for doing this. I really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me
been
on.
great. Guys, thank you very much for watching. Been a great episode with Matt here. So guys, make sure to like, subscribe. You know what to do.
Is that stuff? Like, subscribe. Put the bell on if you want the notification bell.
He's the pro. I need to take some notes from him. And be sure to look out for the next guest. We'll see you guys soon.